When elected officials ask about the ROI of economic development, I think one of the core things for them to understand is we are the key group in charge of strategy for revenue. There are a lot of people there trying to spend money. There are a lot of people that have a lot of focus on how you spend money. But there's only one group that's really focused on how you create wealth in a community and how you bring value to that community so people can have jobs and there can be investment for things like police and fire and education.
Talk about the ROI in terms of the community impact. Talk about real life stories about how we're impacting people's lives because people are able to work up and get better jobs as a result of some of the jobs that were brought into the community. We're actually raising the tide for everyone. And be specific. Talk about specific examples. You know, mention that single mother that was able to get a new job that offers benefits, that offers a higher wage so that her kid can go to college. Put a face on it. And that's when people connect to what economic development is about.
We spend the vast majority of our time assisting companies that are looking for access to sites, access to talent, help with permitting, and a number of other issues that a business may run into on an ongoing basis. I like to say that we are an extension of a company in terms of their ability to work seamlessly with government and with other nonprofit organizations that may be involved in the economic development world.
We are all dealing at one time or another with issues around the value of our work, and having people understand the complexity of our work, having people understand how deeply economic development spreads through the community, that it isn't just a project, but what goes into the project. And so be accountable, be transparent, over-communicate.
When someone questions the value of economic development, it's an opportunity to begin educating them about what we do behind the scenes and what we do very publicly. So it at least gets them into a dialogue. The way I like to respond is to hopefully sit down with them one-on-one or in small groups and start a project from the very beginning. Oftentimes when a deal becomes public, it's the tip of the iceberg. We may have been working on it for quite some time, or we may have been working on efforts that led to this. So if I can backtrack and say, well, let's start at the beginning and have this dialogue, and then that's the beginning of a relationship.
Don't wait until people have questions. Get out in front of the questions, anticipate the questions. That's really a golden rule in economic development.
One of the best ways is to enlist your investors, your members in that conversation. Arm them with these messages. Make sure they're crystal clear on their talking points. So develop talking points that people can carry in their wallet or whatever. And when they're face-to-face with a particular elected official or a critic, you know, they're able to talk about intelligently what economic development means to them, you know, why they support economic development, why their employees benefit from economic development. So it's important that we enlist as many ambassadors for economic development as we possibly can.